Hi, my name is Tracy Jones Ross, and I am the founder and CEO of Shepherd's Transformation Mansion Scattered Communities. I have lived experiences as a foster care, re-entering, and also a homeless disabled veteran for 3 years. During my journey as a homeless veteran, I experienced a lot of requests for assistance but not getting any aid. Um, so STMC goals is to aid and relieve people from the existing following economic injustice system of racism. Two low barrier entries houses, there's not enough. Transportation dependency without access. Transportation time travel to work causing daycare to be difficult. Child care and after school programs don't line up with shift workers or um, excuse me, health care causes by housing condition causing missing school and for their parents to miss work. And supportive services locations are nowhere near the affordable housing. In order to bring this goal to pass with STMC, I took a lot of courses and gained a lot of certificate, and not just for the certificate, but for the knowledge of how we can do this and be sustainable. SDM mixed use. We are on-site optional wraparound services to provide our residents to become self-sufficient. We will have housing first. First, we get them into our apartment, low barrier apartment entry. Then what will happen, they will have a transformation case manager that will aid them in their social services and mental health or signing them up for any addiction counseling. After they after that they will be introduced to their spiritual counselor. We believe that we should transform lives both spiritually and physically in order to have a holistic, all around mindset transformation. Once we get them all settled in, we will come introduced to their educational counselor. Their educational counselor will get their FAFSA started, find out what they want to do, sign them up with the right community colleges or on-job training um, or apprenticeships that we have assigned a partnership with. Once they have um, are about 6 months outside of reaching their goal of education, we will introduce them to the employment department. The employment department will begin researching job opportunities. Not only will they research job opportunities, they will begin to give them a mock interview and help them with their resume. And once all that comes together, when it's time for their interview on site at the job, the employment department will reach our transportation department and get them a ride there and from their interviews. Once the individual has been in employment for a year and 6 months, and if they choose to move out of their apartments that they have been transitioning in place and become home ownership, we will have a tiny house home ownership project on one of our scattered communities. This home ownership, prep home ownership, we will move our residents from outside our apartments onto our scattered tiny home houses. We will move them into their house. We will have a mock house there to teach them how to do minor home ownership maintenance. Once we move them in, we will introduce them to the home ownership department. They will enter into the first time home ownership program, and we will introduce them to our partner realtor. And once the realtor and home ownership first time ownership class is complete and they have received a contract and closing on their home, we will move them from their tiny homes into their home ownership. As you see on site, we will also have transportation, our child development and learning center. We will also have the Shepherd's Transformation Restaurant and Club, the Lit Lambs Garden, STMC Battle Fitness Center, on-site behavior and mental health, dental program, and addiction counseling. What is STMC requests the following partnership. One of the most important partnerships I think that we overlook when it comes to continuing care is a partnership with the Transportation Department. We would like to integrate the land use of transportation planning, promote transit-oriented or transit supported developments, support multiple transportation access, improve the reliability, availability, and convenience of bus or our transportation vans that we have on site. Balance livability objectives and industry activities. But those are not the only partnerships that we are requesting. We are requesting partnership with the Department of Commerce, also small business development, the employment and in trainings. We have already set up partnership with local churches and vets counseling vets. Thank you for the opportunity to present STMC. These are some of the ways that you can reach out to us. We have a website on Google site, and we also have a Facebook page, and you can see my email address.